Hey, this is Zach from Full-Time Creator. I just got off episode 8 with Zach Spuckler. Zach is an ethics-first digital marketer who runs courses, a community, and an ads agency. And he apparently even ran an e-commerce business selling candles. So he has crazy across-the-board experience. He's earned over $3.2 million from his digital products. And what's cool is that that's from $500,000 in ad spend and very little organic. So basically he put $500K in, got 3.2 million out. He's managed over $3 million at his ads agency for clients, and he's served over 10,000 students. He went deep and shared his exact start to finish flow for how he profitably runs ads as a course creator. And he showed us how basically even a newbie, someone who doesn't even have a course yet, or an audience, or an email list, can basically start running ads right now and building their list so that they can create a course that people actually want and launch it to an audience rather than into crickets. Here are my favorite moments and top 3 takeaways from the interview. Takeaway number 1, paid ads are the way to get off the content creation hamster wheel. For me, anyway, it often feels indeed like a hamster wheel that every week I got to create a new newsletter, a new blog post, that kind of thing. Zach's approach with paid kind of relies on having a few strong pieces and a solid funnel, but using ads to be consistently building your list profitably. I really liked his approach because we talked about how organic is kind of risky and largely out of your control and takes time to build up. A lot of businesses have closed overnight because they rely on organic and there's some sort of algorithm change and all their traffic stops. Whereas paid ads allow you to have predictability and control and a shorter timeline to pay off. Takeaway number 2, if you can budget 5 hours a week, 3 months total, and a minimum of about $1,000 total, you can have your ads figured out and getting you leads for $1 to $4 each. If you're just starting, you obviously don't know what your value per subscriber is on your email list, but if you get your value per subscriber to say $3 and you're paying $1 or $2 each, that means you essentially get to acquire a customer for less than they're paying. And in Zach's case, he's having his ads paid off within the first month. So he's paying money to get a lead onto his list. Some of those leads buy something, and the order total is paying off the cost of the ads within that first month. And that means anything this person ever buys in the future is just free money. So building a list of actual buyers versus just subscribers is hugely valuable, and ads are a way to do that. Something to think about if you're thinking of budgeting this 5 hours and $1,000 is that this initial investment, let's say you spend $1,000 over the next 3 months on ads, think of it not as something that needs to give you an ROI, but rather as tuition to the school of figuring out how ads work. And if you approach it that way, it's going to be a very good deal. Takeaway number 3, you actually don't need to have a lot of stuff before you start. At least for me, I've been kind of delaying starting to run ads for one of my projects because I feel like I don't have enough yet, and I don't know exactly how much I need before I can start. We talked about this, and in his mind, the minimum you need to start running ads and building your email list is basically just a lead magnet and an opt-in page. And with those 2 things in place, you can start growing your email list, and he has you send 1 email a week to build a relationship. And within a month or 2 or whatever, you can make your first offer to the list, and you can be selling that offer to actual humans since you have been building your list. So really great episode, way too much to share in just a couple minutes. Go check out the full episode at ftcreator.com/episode 8. And that's the number 8. To get all of Zach's insights and all the show notes and the good stuff like that. If you enjoyed this recap, I would love a like and subscribe and maybe a comment saying which of these takeaways was your favorite. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.